started with a question, can you help? And we didn't know how, but we said yes. And from that yes, God went from 5 to 400.
I just wanted one girl to be able to not have to go through and experience a lot of the things that I did growing up. And if I could help influence to keep her safe from those things, then that was my role. And so I took that on in stride.
Through Truth Girls, the Lord has showed me how wide and how much Jesus did for us. I feel like I better understand what He did for us on the cross, and I've loved getting to know all of the people that He died for on the cross. I think when I was younger, I saw salvation just through like Sunday school, and I'd never seen it out in the world. And it's been so powerful. As a mentor, I have shared the gospel with young ladies, and that has just been the most wonderful experience, to be able to tell them what our Savior did for us and how much He loved us, and to be able to show them the love that Christ has for them.
Truth Girls has made me change how I view God and like the world and stuff, because I don't know, like talking to God and like praying when you wake up, it really gets you ready for the day. Praying before you leave the house, you know, it really makes you feel like you have protection over you so that you can just like have a good day.
I had a friend pass away. He overdosed and we were really close. And it was that anniversary that day. And I had just been holding it in like all day. And she stares at me and she goes, "Are you okay?" And I say, "Yeah." And then she looks at me again. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I just started crying, and I'm not a crier. And I just started bawling my eyes out. And then she gave me a big hug and she prayed for me. And another girl that I didn't talk to that often came up to me and hugged me and prayed for me. And then I just took a deep breath and she gave me some wise words and helped me like cope with it. And that's something I will never forget.
A couple weeks ago, I wrote in my journal to my mentor about how I'd been struggling with just sadness, just a lot of emotions lately, and she wrote a letter back to me just talking about how loved I was and how much like the Lord favored me even though I was going through a very, very emotional time. And it just made me feel like I had support going through that.
There's so much that God can do with our yes and with your yes together. If we want to turn the nation around, it's not going to happen at the polls. It's going to happen in home. And that starts with the girls. This is a place of influence. This is a place to plant your yes and let God produce fruit that will continue to blow our minds.